A low-key League Cup tie against struggling championship opposition was unlikely to be the sort of occasion Kai Havertz had down to be a memorable one when he signed up to be part of Frank Lampard's revolution. He will not forget Barnsley's visit to Stamford Bridge, however, the night he announced himself as a Chelsea player following his £62 million arrival from Bayer Leverkusen by opening his account with a first-ever senior hat trick. The headline capture in Lampard's summer spree £200 million plus and counting with goalkeeper Edouard Mendy still to come might have instead thought nights like these might be ones when he would have his feet up. But his Blues career had begun slowly, and giving the German more game time to continue his adaptation was not the worst idea, especially as Andreas Christensen's red card meant Havertz was the unlucky one sacrificed at half-time against Liverpool. There was much to please Lampard following a selection decision that paid off handsomely. Not just the 3 goals from Havertz but the desire to win the ball back to set up Ross Barkley's goal too. There were also signs of an encouraging link-up with Tammy Abraham, who was involved in all 3 of Havertz's goals, while the England striker and Olivier Giroud also found the net for the first time this season. Ahead of kick-off, who was missing for Chelsea was just as noteworthy as who was included. For the second game running, Antonio Rudiger, as well as Ruben Loftus-Cheek, were absent from the Blues squad, further fueling doubts about their futures. Rudiger's situation is looking especially bleak following the arrival of Thiago Silva, Lampard insisting that with 5 centre-backs he cannot have the other 3 on the bench. Rudiger could now end up replacing Silva with PSG, the Brazilian's former club eyeing him. Barnsley's visit also represented a big opportunity for Callum Hudson-Odoi to kickstart his season amid the swirling doubts about his future, a late window loan move not out of the question due to his lack of action. Ben Chilwell was fit enough for a place on the bench for the first time following his £50 million arrival from Leicester, while the confidence-hit Kepa Arrizabalaga was put out of his misery, with Willy Caballero starting. Barnsley manager Gerhard Struber made 5 changes, with one seeing former Chelsea youngster Brad Collins return in goal, and he began well, smothering at the feet of Hudson-Odoi inside the first minute. Barnsley, though, emerged as the better side. They knocked the ball around with a confidence that belied their pointless start to their league campaign, committed men forward and created a flurry of chances. In one 3-minute spell, which included a sloppy miskick from Silva that gifted Barnsley an opportunity, the Yorkshire side had 3 openings in 3 minutes. Chances were not coming quite as regularly for Chelsea, but when they did, they took them. Abraham pounced on a poor back pass and shrugged off Apo Halme to score. Then came Havertz's moment. Still, Barnsley refused to lie down and at least deserved to be on the scoresheet at the break, though would have been frustrated by their repeated wastefulness. Chelsea punished their sloppiness at both ends after the break. Havertz dispossessed Alex Mowatt to tee up Barkley before scoring twice more himself, his second goal his final contribution before making way for fellow summer signing Chilwell for his Chelsea debut. And Chilwell made his mark before the night was out, crossing for Olivier Giroud to score his first of the season.